Why your wheel bearing makes noise when turning right. So, you're driving down the road, and you notice a strange noise when you turn right. Does this sound familiar? The angle or direction where your wheel bearing noise comes from indicates which side of the wheel bearing is bad. When turning right, the wheel bearing noise indicates that you have a bad left wheel bearing. When a wheel bearing is bad, your car will start making noise when loads are thrown in its direction. This means that each turn you make throws your car's weight in the opposite direction. Wheel bearing noise when turning right. A worn wheel bearing on the left can cause a wheel bearing noise when turning right. A wheel bearing noise when turning right shows that your left wheel bearing is bad or gradually failing. This is because when you turn your car to the right, the overall weight of the car and its occupants is thrown to the left wheels and suspension. With the opposite direction bearing the car's weight, the car will make noise when you turn in one direction if you have a bad wheel bearing. Will the noise stop when you turn right? It depends. For the wheel bearing noise to go away when you turn right, you need to have a good left wheel bearing. When you turn right, the wheel bearing noise goes away because your vehicle's weight moves from the right wheel's position to the left. In this situation, the noise will remain if you have a bad wheel bearing. You should notice some noise in your car when driving straight if you have a bad right wheel bearing. Turning right will unload the pressure on the right wheel bearings, making the noise go away for a little while. You can use this technique to decide which side of your wheel bearing is bad. How do you tell if the right or left wheel bearing is bad? To tell which wheel bearing is making noise, you must run a series of tests on the car. Here are some simple ways to tell if the right or left wheel bearing is bad. Number 1. Take your car for a ride. Taking your car for a test drive might not help you decide which side of the wheel bearing is bad, but it will give you some clue that you have a bad wheel bearing. During the car test, you should look for growling or howling noise from your car. Number 2. Jack up the wheels. Get a heavy-duty hydraulic jack, or a car lift. Suspend the wheels in the air, ensuring that all wheels hang equally above the ground. Number 3. Spin the wheels. In suspension, you can decide to turn on your car's engine and rev it until the tires are running on average speed. This is quite risky, and you don't need to do it if you are scared. A safer way is to use your hands to spin each tire individually as fast as possible. It would be best if you looked for any strange sounds in any of the wheels. Inspect the right and left wheels to decide which ones have a bad wheel bearing. You can hold both tires with both hands in the opposite directions and shake them. You have a bad wheel bearing if the wheels wobble or make a weird noise when you spin. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel and leave your comments below. Thanks for watching.